Hello again, and today we want to talk about something very, very simple. Okay, it's the laws of kashrut. And how does that apply to what we've been talking about, to the series of videos against the false leaders of the Messianic movement, which is a false version of Judaism. Okay, it's not Judaism. And the topic is quite simple: kashrut or kosher. What is kosher? Is kosher only applied to ingredients? Does it apply to are there any other things like not just the food? It could be the utensils or the pots where the food is cooked in, the person cooking it, the time that they cooked it. Maybe everything, the pot is kosher, the utensils are kosher, the person cooking it is kosher, but he's doing it on Shabbat. Is that food considered kosher? Absolutely not. Okay, so in the case of something that has to do, if we were to say that kosher is only the ingredients, okay, as many people erroneously think. Okay, let's just show a brief example of how this can lead to many grave other mistakes. Okay, in the event, let's just suppose that the person who ate non-kosher food for quite some time, and he decides, you know what, I learned a shiur, I learned a lesson, and on kashrut, on kosher, and I want to eat kosher from now on. So he goes into his refrigerator, he goes into his pantry, and he throws out anything that does not have a kosher certificate, and he revamps his whole kitchen. Now everything is kosher. Every single item, from the cans to the cereal to everything is kosher. Everything in the refrigerator is kosher. But he forgot one thing. All the pots and the spoons and the utensils that he didn't kosherize those. So he takes his meat, his now kosher meat, and he puts it in his non-kosher pot. And that meat is obviously not kosher anymore. Okay? So he does this with his rice, with his pasta, with his lettuce, with everything. What do we do? Would he serve that to an Orthodox rabbi or a Torah observant Jew? Of course not, because it's not kosher. So kosher does not only apply to the ingredient, it applies to a lot of things. So here comes little Yossi, and Yossi decides, I want to feed my mind kosher because this also applies to the mind. Okay, spiritually speaking, we have to apply this and learn the lesson of this and how we can apply it spiritually. So if I've been feeding my mind nothing but non-kosher information, and now, let's say for example, Messianic Judaism, I've been feeding my mind these false beliefs, and now I want to have kosher beliefs. So I started learning Torah, Talmud, Mishnayot, Halachot, but I did not cleanse my mind, my utensils, my brain, okay, from the non-kosher, the information that's in there. We have a serious problem, because every single thing you feed your mind, it's going to have a non-kosher taste to it. And that's a problem, because it's like having a pair of glasses that say Yeshua on them. And Jesus. Every single page you turn, you see Jesus bouncing up. Why? You have not cleansed your mind from the spiritual damage that this false ideology has brought. So every single way you look, you see Jesus, because you're looking at it backwards. But if you cleanse your memory like a computer, let's say you completely erase all the memory, you take the virus out, okay, and now you introduce new, correct, kosher information into that computer, into our brains, then every single thing we do gets cleansed. Now, some utensils, some things that we have can be salvaged. We can kosherize some utensils. You can kosherize by either fire or water, depending on what the usage was. That goes more beyond the scope of this video. Okay, but there are some things. Fire and water. Fire is Torah and prayer. You can kosherize your mind. But when you have introduced this false religion, this false idea of Yeshua, of Messianic Judaism, of this belief, this forbidden mixture, then unless you completely eradicate that and take that out of your mind, anything you put, even if it's kosher ingredients, you're going to end up, it's going to get warped. It's going to affect you negatively. So the best thing to do is to denounce it and ask Hashem to help you erase that and start afresh, start new. And in this way, you'll have truly kosher ingredients into your mind and cleanse yourself both physically and spiritually. Thanks.